And something I also wanted to talk about, you mentioned your creative director. So there's this notion, and you let me know if you think this is valid, because I do. So there's this idea now that more of us are stepping out as entrepreneurs, as young creators, because in a way we sort of crave this creative freedom, right? And maybe that 9 to 5 or just working for someone else leaves that unfulfilled. So what are your thoughts on that?
It definitely is valid. When I go to my 9 to 5, I dread it. I literally dread getting up in the morning, and I'm like, this is what I chose so many years ago, and this is what my specialized experience is in. But it's not a passion of mine. So when I go to work and they're like, oh, we have to do this and it's so important, and people aren't taking leave and it's just their life, to me, I'm like, I want that. I wish I had that fulfillment that you had. So with MOMish podcast, like you said, it gives me that creative drive. It gives me passion. It gives me excitement. So every Sunday when I do MOMish podcast, I'm like hype. I'm excited. I'm like, yes, grab me a glass of wine. Let's enjoy.
Let's wind down.
Yeah, so it's like something I wish I could do like on a 24/7 base, you know, but you know, the 9 to 5 pays the bill, so.
Yeah, but that's for now.
Yeah, for now, exactly.
And that's the thing that we want our youth to get thinking. You know, again, it's nothing wrong with having a job. Getting a job gives you that experience. And it's also that opportunity to learn, okay? But if you know you have an idea, do it on the side, you know, just what you're doing now. But you're working on branding MOMish, right? You're working on branding MOMish and building MOMish, and that's what it's about. Everyone starts small, you know what I mean? But at some point, doing this interview with us, your sons, and you know, if you have any more additions to the family, but your sons will look at mommy and say, oh my gosh, that's when mommy first started. She just wrapped up season 1 of MOMish. And who knows how big MOMish will be at that point, you know what I mean? So it's like the bigger you think, the better. And one of the things that 85ALIVE is about, we start young. So we'll go into classrooms, we teach them about entrepreneurship, just introduce the concept. And as they get older, we have programs where they can shadow people like yourself and learn what it takes to actually be a creator of something, especially when people love what you provide. Because when people love what you provide, you know it's a demand, right? So we want to be able to give them that opportunity. So something else I wanted to talk to you about, again, is what do you think about this sort of culture of entrepreneurship? I don't know if you really noticed, but if you drive down the street, you know, in our community, there are so many businesses popping up, local-owned businesses, and it's an amazing thing. So what are your thoughts on this growth? What do you think, you know, this means as a community?
I think it's amazing. I think it's a shift in what the older generation had. Everything was like, you have to plan for so many years before you can do something. I kind of like to use like the analogy of the natural hair, because it was like natural hair wasn't accepted back then. We always had perms or straight hair, and everybody's like going out and being bold with it. They have confidence. And the same thing with entrepreneurship. Everybody's coming out,
like that.
They're being bold, and they're just like, here I am, it's gonna work or it's not. And I just love that nobody's scared of failing anymore. So I think it's amazing.
And let's kind of talk about that again. So with your 2 sons, right, they're growing up fully a part of this sort of digital social media sphere that we have, right? So it's like you have no limitations anymore. You know what I mean? We have so much creative autonomy these days because of the platforms that we have. And you're taking full advantage of that with your podcast, MOMish. Tell me, what would you like your sons to take from you as a creator?
I definitely want them to be bold and fearless and have faith and just take a leap of faith. Because I know before MOMish podcast, I was always like shying in the background, like, oh, they're doing that. That looks nice. That looks cool. I could never do that. Or I don't have the skills to do that. And now I'm just taking it by force. I'm just stepping out on faith, and I'm like, you know, whatever God has for MOMish podcast, whatever He has for me in the future is what I'm going with. So I just want them to be fearless and be bold. And right now, I can already see my son Hunter. He's like, nothing scares him. He's like, I'm here and I'm taking the world by storm. So I just want them to just have that. And no matter what anyone tells you, don't let anyone tell you you can't do it.
Right.
So I always give them the can-do spirit.